Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Jab. This is an optimization based DI set. It says that an FMCG company has four brands B1 to B4. There are four departments production, marketing, finance, and research for each of the four brands. And every employee of the company has opted for exactly one of the five locations, which is Delhi, Ghaziabad, Gurgaon, Faridabad, and Noida. Further, for each of the brands in each of the departments, there was at least one employee working at each of the locations. Okay, so what does it mean is, so if you have a brand one, that is production department, it has 25 employees. So minimum one employee will be in each of these locations. Similarly, location wise, if it is Ghaziabad, 8 employees, so there will be one employee each from production, marketing, finance, and research each. And then you have the remaining employees. Okay, so data is given in two formats. One is department wise and another is location wise. Now we can total to verify it, but you do not need to do so. So if you see the total employees in brand 1, 45, 60, 70, and total employees for brand 1 location wise 32, 40, 40, 30, 70. So all these should match. Okay, which obviously do match as the data is correct. Now we do not know that how many employees department wise are present in each of these locations. All right, so let us see the questions and see how to attempt them. So the only criteria that we need to keep in mind is that in each location, each brand, there has to be minimum one employee uh, per location per department for every brand. Okay, one, that is the minimum criteria. Okay, so considering all four brands, the total number of marketing employees who work in Ghaziabad is at most. So we need to maximize the number of employees in the marketing department in Ghaziabad. Okay, so let's first see that how many employees can be there. Let's start with brand one. So brand one, if we see, there are 20 marketing employees. Okay, now out of these 20 marketing employees, we have to assign at least one to all other locations except Ghaziabad. We have to assign minimum one. So we can have maximum 16 left. Okay. Similarly, brand 2, there are 25 employees. We have to assign minimum 1 to each of the four locations first. So we have 21 as a possible. Similarly, 26 and 16 as the possible number of marketing employees in across these brands. Now let us look at Ghaziabad wise. Okay, Ghaziabad should have three employees of each category, minimum one of each, like production, finance, and research. So three employees gone. So we can assign, although we have 15 employees, we can assign maximum 15 employees here. Why? Because minimum 3 will come from these three departments. Okay, similarly, if there are 8 employees, we have to assign one production, one finance, one research. That is the minimum. So we can have maximum 15 here. Okay, similarly, we can have maximum 12 here and maximum 22 here. Now in all these questions, we have to do the same thing. Okay, so we can assign 16 marketing employees are possible to be assigned to Ghaziabad, but there are only 15 possible options and we have only room for 15 employees. So maximum we can fill is 15. Similarly, there are 21 employees and there are 5 seats available. So we can assign a maximum of 5. Now in the third brand, there are 26 employees and we can assign maximum 12. Now, one thing that one needs to see here is, although there are 22 employees that can be filled with marketing, but there are only 16 employees possible because there are only 16 employees available if you assign one to each of the other locations. So the maximum, so essentially we have to pick the lower of the two values. Now adding all these values we'll get 20, 32, 48. So the answer is 48. Now second question, in brand B3, the difference between the number of production employees who work in Ghaziabad and of finance employees who work in Gurugram is at most. Okay. So what we need to do is, for B3, we need to find production Ghaziabad, and the second thing is finance in Gurugram. Okay, so we need to find that maximum difference. So let us do one thing. We will find the max of this and minimum of the other one. Similarly, we will do the reverse. We will find the maximum of this and minimum of production in Ghaziabad. Now, minimum values we know is 1, because like we have to assign at least one employee. Okay, so minimum will be definitely 1. Now we need to maximize production Ghaziabad of brand 3. So production we have 20 employees. Now this is similar to what we did in the previous question. Okay, so production we have 20 employees. So we need to assign one to each other location. So from, like, if we see, if you saw in the notice in the previous question also, so department wise we will subtract -4 that is available. So we have 16 employees available. How? We will assign one to each other location. So we have 16 employees available. Similarly, brand wise, sorry, location wise, we will subtract 3, because when we are putting one production employee, we have to put one of marketing, finance, research at least. Okay, so we'll put 3 at least. So we are left with 12. So this is 16 and this is 12, and we will pick the lower of the two values. So maximum we can assign is 12. The next is that we have to find finance in these two locations. So finance is 18 employees. Now 18 we will assign one to each of the locations. So we can assign a maximum of 14. Similarly, when we look at Gurugram, so there are 12 employees. We will have to assign one employee each of other 3 locations. So we can assign a maximum of 9 of uh, 9 of this. So we can get a maximum of 9 only, right? Now our task is that what is the maximum that we can assign to, like, we have to find the maximum possible difference. If we take this, the difference will be 8. If we take this, the difference is to be 11. So how 11? We will find 12. Like, we can put Ghaziabad, we put one employee of each of the other departments. So for production we can put a maximum of 15 employees. Okay, maximum of 12 employees. So 12 minus 1, the answer is 11. The maximum difference possible is 11. Next question, considering all 4 brands, the number of employees from marketing department who work in either Ghaziabad or Gurgaon is at most. Now again we have to find the maximum. Marketing and either Ghaziabad or Gurgaon. So marketing we have 20 employees, and we have to maximize in these two regions. So these two regions we have 26 employees, 31 employees, 27 employees, and 43 employees. Okay. And marketing wise we have 20, 25, 30 and 20. Now we are assigning employees to these, we are concerned with these two locations. Okay, so for all other locations we will assign one employee first. One. So we have assigned 3 employees. We can assign a maximum of 17. Okay, so let's write for this question here that we can assign 17 and then we can assign 22 because we will assign 1 1 to each of the three, and then we have 27 for the third case, and for the fourth case we have 17 employees that can go from marketing. Okay, now the second thing that we need to see is Ghaziabad plus Gurgaon, how much employees can they hold. Okay, so there are 26 employees. Now apart from marketing we will have 3 employees in Ghaziabad, one each of production, finance and research. Similarly 3 employees in Gurgaon also. So we can assign a maximum of 20 only, because 3 will come in Ghaziabad, one from each. Similarly 3 in Gurgaon, so minimum 6 employees from the other 3 departments. So maximum we can do is 20. Similarly 25, similarly 21 and 37. Now we will do what we did in the first question, that although there are 17 employees and there are 20 open slots, so we can assign only 17. There are 22 employees, so we can assign all these 22 employees in Ghaziabad and Gurgaon. Now there are 27 marketing employees that can be assigned, but there are only 21 seats available. Okay, so we can assign only 21. Similarly there are 17 employees that are available, that can be maximum number of employees that can be put into these two locations. So 17, just add them: 39, 60, 77. So the answer is 77. Next question is an easy one. It says the company shifted a total of X employees working in Noida to Delhi so that the number of employees working in Delhi becomes more than those working in Noida for each brand. What is the least value of X? Okay, so Delhi and Noida, 12, 15, 20 and 20. Noida was 12, 17, 17 and 21. Now we have to shift from Noida to Delhi. Now if we shift one person from Noida to Delhi, Noida will be greater than Delhi. Sorry, Delhi will be greater than. Delhi should be more than Noida. So if we shift one employee from Noida to Delhi, Delhi will be more. So one employee here. Now in this, if we shift one employee, both will be equal. 16, 16 ho jayega. So we need to shift two employees. So when we shift two employees, this becomes 17, this becomes 15. So minimum 2 are required. In this location, already Delhi has more employees. So we do not require to shift anyone. For fourth brand, if we shift one employee, this will become 21 and this will be 20. So again, Noida will be more than Delhi. So minimum we need to shift 4 employees. One for brand 1, 2 for brand 2 and 1 for brand 4. So minimum 4 employees should be shifted. Last question. Considering all 4 brands, the total number of employees in the production and marketing departments who work either in Faridabad or in Noida is at least. Okay, so I'll erase this part. We need to minimize the number of people in Faridabad and Noida. Okay, so what we will do? We will maximize in all these regions. So we will try to give maximum number of employees of these departments in these regions. See, we can optimize for maximization. Okay, for minimization, we know the criteria is 1 1. But if we maximize this in this region, that will give us the minimum in this region. Okay, and which two departments? It is production and marketing departments. All right, so let us formulate this table. So let us understand that we have production plus marketing. We have 45 employees, 45 employees, 50 employees and 45 employees. And Delhi, Ghaziabad, Gurgaon, we have, adding this, we have 38 positions. And then we have 46 positions, then 47 positions, and in the end we have 63 positions. Right? Now, understand one thing. that in Faridabad and Noida. So first of all, we will minimum assign one employee of these two in these two locations. Okay, minimum is one. So minimum one employee will come from, sorry, minimum two employees, one from production, one from marketing. Similarly, minimum two employees, one from production, one from marketing. Okay, so two employees. Total of two employees. One. Okay, so we have assigned one production and marketing in these two in all all these. So we are left with 41 employees. Okay, because we have assigned one each here. Now we are left with 41. We are left with 46, and we are left with 41 employees because minimum we had to assign one each in each of these locations. Okay, and now the next thing left is Delhi, Ghaziabad, Gurgaon. So we will assign finance and research two employees of finance and research here. We'll have two employees of finance and research here also. So maximum we have 32 slots available. So these are the number of employees that can be assigned. These are the employees that can be put in these locations. So location wise and department wise. Similarly, in brand 2 we will give at least two employees of finance and research, two employees of finance and research, two employees of finance and research. So we can have 40, we can have 41, and we can have 57 employees. Okay, now if you have to give maximum employees here, we can give a maximum of 32 employees in these three locations. Okay, so these three locations maximum 32 go, and we have 45 employees. Okay, so we can assign maximum 32 here. That means 13 will go to Faridabad or Noida, minimum 13. Now there are 41 employees available and 40 available in Delhi, Gurgaon and Ghaziabad. We can assign a maximum of 40 here. If we assign maximum 40, that means we can assign 5 to Faridabad or Noida. Okay, total 45 employees. This is after assigning the minimum how much are left. Similarly, for brand 3, we have 46 employees left, and maximum we can apply, we can assign 41 only. So 41 employees in these three locations, and out of total 50, 41 assigned here. So 9 will go to Faridabad or Noida. Now in this case, we can assign a maximum of only 41 employees. Although there are 51 available positions, but we can assign only 41. So 45 total employees, 41 assigned to these. So 4 will go to Faridabad or Noida. So this gives us the least number of employees that can be assigned to Faridabad and Noida of production and marketing departments. Now just total them. So this is 18, 18 plus 13. So we will get the minimum number as 31. So that is the minimum number of employees that can be assigned to this location. So this is the solution to the set and the answers to the questions.